On a quiet Saturday morning in early spring, Maya Evans sat at her kitchen table with a cup of coffee and a wedding planner stretched open in front of her. She was 3 months away from marrying Jason Cole, her college sweetheart, her partner of 4 years, the man she believed was her forever. The kitchen was filled with soft music, samples of fabric swatches, and a laptop filled with vendor tabs. Maya was glowing, excited about her dress fitting later that afternoon and the RSVP emails that had just started coming in. Jason, however, was unusually quiet. For weeks, he'd been too busy to help with the planning, always at work, always tired, always on his phone, replying to someone, but never quite saying who. Maya brushed it off. She believed men just weren't as into wedding prep as women. She told herself, he'll come around. He didn't. As the wedding approached, Jason grew more distant. He started sleeping at the office, canceled dinner dates, missed their premarital counseling session. Maya thought it was stress. He was a consultant. Deadlines, travel, pressure. It made sense, until it didn't. One evening, Maya decided to surprise him at his office. She packed him dinner, took a cab downtown, and walked into the building around 9:30 p.m. The receptionist gave her a confused look. "Jason?" she asked. "He's not here. He hasn't been in the office all week." Maya stood frozen, confused, embarrassed. Then, quietly walked out of the building. The next day, Jason called her like nothing had happened. She didn't mention the visit. She didn't want to sound insecure. But something inside her had shifted. A quiet discomfort. A whisper saying something was off. 2 weeks later, Maya's suspicion became reality. While scrolling Instagram late at night, she stumbled on a tagged photo. Jason, sitting at a bar in another state, arms around a woman Maya had never seen before. The caption read, "Out with my person." She zoomed in, looked again. Same smile, same watch, same Jason. She went to his page. Nothing there. The woman's profile? Private. Maya confronted him the next day. Jason didn't even try to lie. He looked at her calmly and said, "I've been meaning to talk to you." That's how it began and ended. Jason admitted he didn't want to get married. He said he didn't have the courage to say it earlier, that things had changed for him, that he felt like they'd grown apart. He hadn't been at work. He'd been in another city, staying with the woman from the photo. Not cheating, he claimed, just figuring things out. Maya asked him one question. "Why did you propose if you weren't sure?" His answer, "Because I thought I'd learned to love you the way you deserved. I didn't want to lose you, even if I wasn't ready." That night, Jason packed a bag and left. Maya canceled the wedding, quietly. No public posts, no explanations. Some friends called her dramatic. Others said she was too calm, but only a few knew the truth. That while she was choosing florists, photographers, and playlists, the man she loved was deciding how to leave without causing too much noise. In the weeks that followed, Maya deleted their photos, gave back the engagement ring, and moved back in with her sister. She never reached out, never asked for closure. 3 months later, on the day they were supposed to say "I do," Maya went to a local cafe alone. She ordered cake, wrote in her journal, then went home and slept. No tears, no meltdown. Just quiet acceptance that sometimes the person you build a future with is already planning their way out. And sometimes losing them is the beginning of finding yourself again. That was supposed to be the end of it. The betrayal, the heartbreak, the quiet healing. Maya truly believed she had closed that chapter. But 2 weeks later, something strange happened. She received a call from an unknown number, an older woman's voice on the line. "Hello, and is this Maya Evans?" "Yes, who's speaking?" There was a pause, then the voice said, "My name is Ann Cole. I'm Jason's mother." Maya sat up instantly. Jason's mother had never contacted her directly before. They'd met a few times, exchanged polite smiles, but nothing more. Now, months after the breakup, she was calling Maya out of the blue. "I know this is unexpected," Ann said gently, "but I thought you should know what really happened." Maya stayed silent. Ann continued, "Jason didn't leave you because he stopped loving you. He left because he didn't want you to find out what he was hiding." That sentence echoed. "He was diagnosed with early onset Parkinson's. just 2 weeks before he proposed to you. He didn't tell anyone at first, not even me. Maya blinked. What? He panicked, Anne went on. He thought if he told you, you'd stay out of pity. So he did the opposite. He pushed you away. And that girl you saw him with? That was someone from his support group. They weren't together. She just listened. Maya felt like the ground beneath her shifted. All the rage, all the betrayal, all the assumptions suddenly blurred. Why are you telling me this now? She asked, her voice barely above a whisper. Because he's getting worse. He's in a clinic now, and he still talks about you every single day, says he made the biggest mistake of his life. Maya ended the call quietly. She didn't cry. She didn't rush to see him. She just sat there, stunned, for a very long time. The next day, she drove to the clinic. She didn't tell anyone, not her sister, not her friends. She just went. When she walked into the room, Jason was sitting by the window, thinner, quieter, older somehow. He turned and saw her, and just stared. Neither of them spoke for a moment. Then Jason said, I thought I was doing the right thing by letting you go before things got ugly. Maya looked at him for a long time, and then said, You took away my choice. That's what hurt the most. He nodded slowly. I know. I was afraid. She sat down beside him, not angry, not forgiving, just present. They talked for over an hour, about the wedding that never happened, the life they almost shared, the illness, the fear, everything. And when she left, she didn't promise to come back. She didn't say, I forgive you. She didn't say, let's try again. But she did say, you didn't have to carry it alone. And sometimes, that's enough. In the months that followed, Maya continued her life. Stronger, wiser, softer. She started therapy, launched a small events company, took a solo trip to Italy. She didn't wear the label of heartbroken anymore. Because the truth is, heartbreak doesn't always come from betrayal. Sometimes it comes from silence, from someone thinking they're protecting you while slowly breaking you instead. And healing? It's not always about going back to the past. Sometimes it's just about understanding it, so you can finally move forward. Hit that like button and subscribe for more disturbing true crime stories.